So tonight is our last night in Israel, and it feels a little sad. We've been packing up everything today, and it just hit me. I realized what an experience we've had. I feel like everything that I learned my entire life, all the Bible stories that I learned, I actually got to see in real life, and it's just shocking. The city is beautiful. There's nothing to fear. It's just normal. The people are just normal. It's just normal life here. Many of the people here can speak English, which is nice. They're very willing to communicate with deaf people and gesture. So communication's been easy. Yeah, lots of body language. And also we've been using the Google Translate app. So you click on the camera and it has like a live view. So like for this, for example, I'll just use the Google Translate and it'll translate it into English. So we've used that for various restaurants and stores that we visited. That app has helped a lot. So the place that we rented, just to kind of give you an idea of where it's at. So from Gaza, we're about 1 hour away. Yesterday, we went to the Dead Sea. And so he was looking on the map, just kind of following along where the driver was going. And we were only 30 minutes from Gaza. My stomach was in knots and I was in prayer, had faith. And I knew we were okay, but it was late at night and everything was really dark. What's that? It's not a bus driver, but our driver. Well, really, I just feel like he was a godsend. We came here with no plans, none. We booked the Airbnb and then we decided to ask the Lord every day to guide us in what we should do. So the guy that picked us up from the airport, he actually lived in Texas for a while. He's a Jewish man. And anyway, he said he was actually a tour guide, but due to the war, business was really slow and he's retired. And so he decided to start driving, picking people up because he was so bored at home. And so I asked him if he was interested in giving us a tour, and he said yes. And then he ended up adding on to it. And so we were gone. He'd pick us up at 8 a.m, and we wouldn't come back until late at night. So it was definitely worth the money. But anyway, the guy was just such a blessing to us. I really felt like God sent him to us. He just gave us so many tips and so much advice. And so he also will be dropping us off at the airport. Also, he was really happy to communicate with the deaf. And also, we did think about going on like one of those big bus tours with like 50 people. But he was willing to do just the four of us, just him and the four of us. And he explained everything about Israel and gave us a guided tour. And then when we didn't want to do something and we wanted to go off track and go do something else, he was flexible. And then when we wanted to order food, he'd take us and he'd say, oh, just go ahead and go in and eat. And we were like, no. But we just felt like God really worked it out for us. And I kept asking, like, why did God send us here? We really felt like the Lord sent us here. But it just hit me today and I was just crying. I just got so emotional. I can't even explain our experience here. I can't even explain it. It's just been awesome. Very touching. It's something I'll remember for the rest of my life. Hey, I wanted to show you guys what the Dead Sea salt looks like. This is at the bottom of the water. There's a lot of like salt balls in the sea. And you filmed the video, right? Yes. So where people are walking, there's the sand, but it's not like regular sand. It's not like regular sand at the beach. It's a little darker. And then when you walk in, you could see like little rocks, and it was actually salt. So there was mud, but that's actually the sand. And then as you walk in, I didn't have any shoes on. Everybody else was wearing water shoes. And so I didn't have any on, and I was walking and I could feel it was the salt that was rubbing. It kind of poked my feet a little, but it was really nice. Yeah, and it makes your skin feel so smooth, so soft. Yeah, it was all slick, felt like baby oil or something. Yeah, but definitely don't taste it. Don't touch your eyes. Oh, it burns your eyes so bad. Like, I got a little speck in my eye. Like, if you just get a little bit on your mouth, it tastes horrible. I didn't get any in my eyes, but she did. And she was like, rub my eye for me. And so as I got deeper and deeper in the water, my wife was like, rub my eyes. I hadn't touched the water yet, so I rubbed her eyes so that she could go back and swim. Also, I could not control it. I was like floating and I couldn't get back up. And so he was explaining you really had to do like a crunch, like a sit-up, and then get up. And also you could flip over and you were just weightless. Your body would just float, whatever, however you sign it. That's the English sign. But anyway, it's been a beautiful experience. We were driving. I hadn't posted, but he filmed the desert and what it looks like. And that's where the children of Israel that escaped from the slavery in Egypt with Moses, that's where they were at. So as we were driving, I was just taking in all the sights. You see all the hills. It's just so much history, so much beauty. You can just see God is real. It's impossible to deny him. Makes me cry every time I think about it. It gets me emotional. I've been crying all day every time I have a thought of what we experienced. So we were supposed to go to the deaf school today. So their weekend here is Friday and Saturday. So their Saturday is our Sunday in America because that's Sabbath. So they would worship on Saturday. But they have school on Sundays here. So we wanted to go to the school, but we just had no time in our schedule. But next time we come, we definitely want to schedule that and meet some deaf people. Maybe be prepared and learn some of their sign language. We did meet, which was really cool, a deaf soldier. He was hard of hearing, but he signed. We communicated with him, and then we met a hearing man. His brother was deaf, and he signed. We couldn't communicate verbally, but we could sign to each other, and we understood. So Friday evening, there's a bus station right next to us. There's like the metro. And so we see buses passing us constantly. And so Friday evening, we saw it slowed down. And then Saturday, nothing. Everything was pretty much shut down. All the restaurants were closed. They don't really cook in the restaurants, so you don't get hot food, but you can get like sandwiches or fruits and whatever. But a lot of the places were closed. This place is really safe. It's beautiful. If you guys are interested in coming here and you want to check out an Airbnb, send me a private message. I'll send you the info. I felt like it was really safe. I mean, the area, it's not fancy, but it's right across the street from the beach, right across from the market. The market's just right there, less than half a mile. You don't have to rent a car. You can just walk everywhere. Yeah, you can just walk to the store and then come home. And if you forget something, it's right there. So you can just walk right back over there. The beach is right across the street. Like we're right in the middle between the beach and the market. I'd say we're about maybe, a football field, which is 100 yards. I'd say probably 200 yards to the beach. There's tons of people walking up and down. Oh, yeah, they're working out. And so there's tons of stores about 150 yards away. So anyway, thanks for keeping up with us, watching our videos. A lot of you said you had cried or you were really touched. Some may never be able to make it to Israel, so you enjoyed the videos. Love you. Stay blessed. God bless you.